Hello, everybody. My name is Shannon. This is Cosmic Goddess Healing. Welcome in to my Divine Feminines, my Divine Masculines, my Star Seeds, my Soul Tribe. Welcome into anybody that feels guided to come in. This is my beautiful soul sister, Rachel. I will let Rachel do introductions.
Hi there. I'm Rachel. Me and Shannon have known each other probably, I would say, over 10, 15 years
Definitely,
now. Yeah, a very
definitely.
long time. But in the last few years, we've really been called to do some work together. So I'm really happy. It's been a long time coming that I'm here, and she's going to help me navigate through a deck of my own today and help me learn how to do some readings myself. So I'm super excited.
Awesome. Yeah, we got a little bit of a different setup today. I definitely dropped my ring light and broke the whole thing. As Rachel and I were trying to set this up, I was frantically getting things done and the whole thing fell over. So the setup is not my typical setup, but I also wanted it to look nice with Rachel sitting beside me. Rachel, as she said, she wants to get into doing this. I really think Rachel should start her own channel because she has a lot to offer. But I wanted to bring her on to try something different. And me and Rachel are going to try something I've actually never seen done on YouTube, which is we're going to try and do a joint reading together. Neither one of us have any idea what the reading is going to be about, but we're both going to kind of tackle a deck that we felt guided to. And it's no surprise that the decks we chose together were the decks I was going to use this morning. And then I ran out of time and I had to go to work. So I didn't end up doing the reading. So it very much was not a coincidence that I asked Rachel to choose a deck. And the deck that she decided to choose was the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. I've used this in my readings before. And then the follow-up deck that I chose, which I was going to use this morning, is the Spirit Oracle. So we're going to try and do this where Rach is going to shuffle some of the cards. She's going to kind of feel her intuition, and because she's very gifted and she's very intuitive, but she's just learning the tarot and the oracle. So I really wanted to give her an opportunity to practice using her intuition. So Rach is going to shuffle the deck and she's going to feel out the cards. And I wanted to point this out too, that not every reader does things in the same way. My typical way of shuffling and picking cards might be different than how others do it. There's really no right or wrong answer for learning how to do the tarot. We discovered that Rachel's way of doing it is a little bit different than my way of doing it, and it doesn't make it wrong or right. It's whatever you feel guided to in terms of reading the energy. For me, it's shuffling and the cards fly out. That's kind of how I know that's what Spirit wants to talk about. But Rachel has a totally different process and how she chooses her cards, which is really interesting to me because it's not the way I do it. So I might even learn a little bit of something from her today. So,
Okay, we choose three.
whatever you think, Rach,
Okay.
whatever you think.
All right.
Whatever you're feeling. If it's three, pick three. And that's funny because three is typically the number of cards that I'll choose as well.
Okay.
So it's kind of funny that you're lining up with that, but I'm going to let you decide whatever amount you think.
Yeah, so I'm going to choose just based on energy and my intuition. I like to hold my hands over the deck, and if I feel warmth or heat or some energy that I feel called to, that's where I'll choose my card. And yeah, just really try to rely on my inner intuition, because then hopefully the message that I get is the one that the universe wants me to hear. Okay.
Awesome. All right. So Rachel has picked three cards. So I'm going to let Rachel turn the cards over and feel the energy of the cards. And then, Rach, what you're going to do is you can interpret the cards for yourself, but then you're also going to interpret how you think whoever might be potentially watching this reading, how you think these cards could be called, like what the story is for them too. So I always look at it as there's a message for me, but then it's also about whoever the viewer is of our channel. There's a message in it for them too. So it's about picking up what is the message for you and what do you think the message, and usually what's in it for you is probably the same for what someone else is coming in to watch for. So
I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, so just one at a time?
No, I would turn them all over.
All right.
And then you can let us know what your cards are and what you're initially picking up on.
So
and it doesn't need to be in the negative. Yeah, these ones, the oracles, we don't do the negative. So
all right, so it looks like we've got the card Me Talks, repairing the body, mind, spirit. The second card here is Falling Angel, spiritual narcolepsy.
Card number 1.
Oh, thank you, Shane.
Yeah.
Card number 2 would be the Fallen Angel. These are beautifully done cards. And then the last one is Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. That would be the last card there, if you can see it. All right. So I'm actually gonna, I have the book, so I'd like to
please do. Please do. Because sometimes I've used the book too, and I find that
it allows
going to the book, if you can't initially grab the message, sometimes you'll read something, and I trust that. If spirit told you to go to the book right now, go to the book. Don't feel bad about it. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the first card, 39, Me Talks, and it says here, eliminating toxic thinking, repairing the body, mind, spirit, and cleaning house. When the Me Talks card appears, it challenges you to discard the deep, dearly held judgments that you have passed over yourself and others. Release the people who you feel wronged or offended you. Recognize that they mirror the shadow aspects of your own soul. Yes, it is tough. It is a tough pill to swallow. Only then can you call from the toxic people you have allowed into your inner circle. It's time for a cleaning of your proverbial house. Get rid of the thoughts and personal judgments poisoning your mind. Eliminate the inauthentic beliefs of others you've adopted as your own. Do so before your mind makes you sick, and enjoy your literal cupboards of unhealthy junk food poisoning your body. Fast for one day or skip a meal to allow your body to cleanse itself and to rid of itself of toxins. Me Talks appears as a warning that you can no longer postpone the self-care and pampering you long for. The time is now. Do healthy maintenance on your body before you have to make repairs that you will never quite recover from. Me Talks has come to caution you that it is not too late, but you are at the 11th hour. Do not deprive yourself of the health you deserve.
Wow, good message.
Yeah, I love that. I think that kind of almost ties into the conversations we were having before about being able to have someone that you're safe and comfortable with, to be able to allow the things that you need to get out. Sometimes those things are toxic, but to be able to release them and let them go is a form of healing and detox, right?
Absolutely.
So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's really cool that we just had that conversation prior to, and then
good synchronicities, right?
I agree. The second one is Falling Angel. Falling unconscious, spiritual narcolepsy. You are being cautioned now to not fall asleep or go unconscious. You have been flying above the strife and suffering of the world in angelic bliss. However, you risk being seduced by the beauty and comfort of your situation and losing track of your aspirations. Your wings, as you fall, you pick up speed, heading towards the trees below and a possible nasty landing. Remember that all you need to do is stop being a falling angel, is spread your wings to halt your descent and then find an updraft again. Do not be seduced by the fallen angel, your supposed friends and companions who are ready to use you for their pleasure and have only their own interests in mind. As you soar once more in flight, receive the gift of the falling angel as an invitation to study the forest from above the trees. In other words, to analyze your situation from a higher perspective without being entangled in its thorny branches. Once you understand what you need to be done, head back to your lofty heights and stand by for the right moment. My apologies. The action you take now may backfire. Stay conscious and wait until you are guided to change. You will know when the time is ripe. You know, it's like when thinking about the message for, the viewer as well, I feel like as I read more into the book, it's like the message is coming very clear as of how we can get mixed up in the bullshit of the world. I'm sorry if
swear. It's okay. I swear all the time.
Okay, good. And it's so easily to be filled up with that toxic stuff that's surrounded by us on a regular basis. And that's where we get to the point where we're feeling like we're just falling and with no, you know, nothing around us to help. But it's in us that you know, we have to find the strength and to be able to spread our wings, but to be able to feel safe in the presence of someone else to be able to do that. And sometimes it is having a friend that, you know, is strong in self to be able to remind you that you are strong enough to spread your wings yourself, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
absolutely.
That's neat. It's almost like, as we talk about my journey spiritually, it's like it's telling me to wait a little bit. It's like to figure this out and then to fully spread my wings and to, you know, do that, which is neat as well, because it's been a hard path to try to figure out where exactly my healing is supposed to be done, because I know I'm a healer as well. It's just navigating and trying to find out where to best do that. And sometimes we get discouraged with the world and the way it is. And I think I was in a place where I wasn't detoxing emotionally, spiritually, right? So this is a fantastic reminder. I won't be able to spread my wings if I allow that toxicity to take over, right?
If you're not spiritually fit, if you're not, and maybe for the viewer, this is about, you know, you realizing that you haven't been kind to yourself, you haven't been kind to your body, you've kind of been wandering around the world a little bit asleep. And maybe these cards are coming forward right now for the viewer as a call to action, to say it's time to wake up, it's time to rise. And it starts with a spiritually fit mind, body, and soul. And maybe this might trigger some people, but maybe you're not doing that. And maybe you're not taking care of yourself. And as Rach and I know in our journeys, I mean, I hope you don't mind me sharing this, Rach, but we're both in recovery. And I've shared this very openly on this channel that I'm a recovered addict. Rachael is also a recovered addict. And we both can relate to not being spiritually fit, mind, body, and soul. And you do almost feel like a fallen angel in that moment. So for the viewer, I feel like perhaps maybe you're going through something like this that Rachael is talking about, where you're recognizing that you haven't been maybe making the greatest choices in your life lately. You recognize that change needs to happen, and you're starting to see perhaps some spiritual signs. And I feel like the next card is going to sort of get into that next piece. So I'm going to hand it back to Rachael.
I agree. Yeah, this really came together quite well, because it's talking about the repairing and then being asleep and then being able to be woken up, and then it goes
and then it has a positive kind of ending.
The next card is the Netcaster, and it says preparations come to fruition, a surprise, a result beyond expectations. The Netcaster arrives to tell you to stop praying for the fish. They have arrived. And it's time that you cast your net, lest they swim away. Everything that you long for is within reach.
Wow.
But it has been so long since your prayers were answered that you have, I'm getting shivers.
Wow.
That have forgotten how to receive what is being offered to you.
Wow.
Put down the prayer beads and open your arms and your heart to rewards beyond measure. Cast your net. Take the next step that you have been planning for so long. Remember that the fish wait for no one, so time is of an essence. Heaven and earth are in perfect alignment for your victory. The stars are positioned for success. The only one who can spoil the perfection of the moment is you. If you ask, and that's, I'm getting shivers. If you ask, do I really deserve this? You will sabotage the magic and shatter the crystalline flawlessness of the now. The Netcaster can only arrive to bring you bad news, to tell you that you have been snared in someone's trap and must wiggle free. Right now, it feels comfortable enough. Even as the net begins to tighten around you, do not wait until it is suffocating you before realizing you must escape and run for your life. It is still early enough to exit gracefully. Bide your time until all the conditions are right. Go to your place of stillness, of deep quiet, and watch for the signs that a new opportunity has arrived. Right now, you are patient because you feel that things will go your way. Learn to be patient with the people and situations that are more challenging.
What did we say? What did I just say? This is like a story unfolding of waking up to maybe the toxic lifestyle you've been choosing to live, realizing that this isn't the path you want to be walking on, But what a beautiful card to kind of finish that story that says everything you need is within you. And if you just begin kind of cleaning up your body, mind, and soul, eating better, exercising, cutting out, if there's addictions involved, maybe that's part of this. And maybe that's why Rach and I needed to come on and do this today. But I think it's about, you need to be honest with yourself about where are you seeing these toxic patterns in your own life, and how are you closing yourself to sleep to spirituality, because you're definitely being called to this. You're being called to this too, my friend.
I feel it. And I also, like it's like you get that feeling where, you think, oh, I'm not good enough or whatever the case may be. And those are lies.
They're lies.
It's like, to be able to harness your true gifts, you have to accept them, and you have to be acknowledging that they're there. And that's a part of the not being asleep, waking up, spreading your wings, and being able to cast that net and be fully confident that the universe has fantastic, amazing plans for you.
I got chills.
Me too. That was wild.
That was beautiful.
That
well
was
done.
Really beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, so I pre-shuffled already, because I shuffle and the cards fly out. If I feel like I need to take more, I'll take more. But I'm curious now to see if the cards that I chose from the Spirit Oracle deck align with what Rachel's version of the story is that we're telling today, or the reading that we're giving. So the first card out is Joy, and it says, oh my God, Kuan Yin is one of my soul people. Like, she guides me in my journey. So it's not surprising that Kuan Yin is the card that's come out. Love and compassion is what Kuan Yin stands for. So it's no surprise to me that Kuan Yin is showing up in this reading to offer you love and compassion for yourself. Because in order to come out of a toxic place, you've got to start with a little bit of love and compassion for yourself to be able to get to the next step. So the card says, Kuan Yin, love and compassion, a time of healing. You are being showered with love and light. Like, guys, we can't make this shit up.
She's in a bath.
We can't make this shit up, guys.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Right? Accept this gift. A newfound joy for life will replace your fucking sadness. I can't make this shit up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't make this shit up, guys. Joy, Kuan Yin. And look it up. Kuan Yin is working in your life right now, guys. Like, whatever struggles you're going through, and I haven't done a reading like this in a long time. My readings have felt almost similar lately, so I'm so glad Rachel brought a new energy today, because this is different. This feels different than anything I've done lately, and it feels powerful. And I hope this gets to the right people that are struggling right now, that are feeling this immense sadness because of maybe the toxic choices or toxic people you have surrounded yourself with. But you're coming out of that. And we wouldn't have got the Netcaster, we wouldn't have got the Joy card if I didn't feel you were coming out of this. So the next card out is Message from Afar. And it says, message coming from afar, expect positive, oh my God, and refreshing news, a great outcome for all. You're making the right decisions, guys. Whoever you are, I feel like you are making the right choices. You are waking up. You are seeing the things that are toxic in your life, and you want to change it. You don't want to stay in this energy anymore. And I feel like you have some beautiful healers that are helping you right now. Kuan Yin is a beautiful, beautiful, powerful guide. And if she's working in your life right now, you're going to succeed. You're going to come out of this. And the last card out is interesting, La Natura. It's almost like a pregnant woman. It's giving me the Empress card vibes. You will give birth to something new, something beautiful, an idea manifests, the beginning of a new and wondrous journey. Blessings. Wow.
They're literally like the same message in different cards.
I love when two decks talk, and this is the first time that I've ever done a reading combined with another reader before. This blows me away every time, how two decks can line up. Like, this is the power of spirit. This is the power of the decks, of the messages. This is spirit coming through right now to say, please don't stay in hopelessness. You are moving. Spirit is helping you move into a more positive, empowered direction where you will be the empress. The empress energy is pregnant, fertile, abundant. This is really beautiful new beginning type energy for you. What else are you picking up on,
Yeah,
Rach?
I'm feeling also like that you're not like you're not alone. Like, when
Oh,
we
love
come to
that.
these things, it's like, you brought up the protection of her, but you also, it's like in this message, it's like we're doing this together. And it's like, to be able to give that message to someone else, it's like there are other people, that take the hard route. And it's like,
Yeah,
because it's not easy to transform yourself, to get rid of that toxicity, to let it
yeah,
go, to be able to be at a place where you can love yourself again, to be
so true.
healed. Yeah, it's
So
not
true.
to have the help of somebody else is so important. And it's like sometimes it's just comforting to know that you're not the only one. It's like we are on that path of healing as well,
Totally.
where we have to do this on a regular basis,
Yeah.
detox ourselves, take an accountability of the things that we're doing on a regular basis. We were just talking about that with the choices that we make and
Yeah.
how it affects us and how it leaves us feeling, if we're giving ourselves self-love or not by the choices that we make.
Yeah.
And it's like such a beautiful process of being able to have the opportunity to do that,
Yeah.
to go through mind, body, and spirit with somebody else, so I feel that like so called to just remind you, like whoever is watching this, that you're not doing it alone, that it's hard, and that we see you, and to keep going and to keep up on that, because it's rewarding. There are so many beautiful rewards for you, if you just stay on that path. It's not always easy, but you're going to spread your wings, and you have amazing things coming to you. Yeah, so
Yeah, I love that. It's so true. And I'm glad you called that out about not being alone, because I think you can definitely feel that way, especially when you're coming out of this
yeah,
toxic place, which is the
yes,
first card was very toxic type energy.
mm,
When you're coming out of that space, I mean, some of us, I mean, for us as addicts, we isolated ourselves. We pushed away every family member that loved us. We did so many terrible things in our addiction days that we did feel truly alone, but you're not. The truth is you're not really alone, and you have all this spiritual help. And eventually you're going to go out and get real help in the world with therapists, 12-step programs, and you're going to feel that love and that support from others. So I love that you called that out, that although it can feel like a lonely journey, you're not really alone. And if you continue down this path, I mean, holy crap, the rewards that are waiting for you, if you can just remove whatever this toxic energy is from your life. And this could be a person too. There could be a toxic person you're hanging on to that's creating this lower vibrational energy. And we talked about that tonight too, how we don't choose to spend time with anybody that is in a lower vibrational frequency because it drags us down. And it's really important that you keep your energy safe and protected,
protect it.
right?
Yeah.
Like, Rach, you feel that you're an empath, you're a sensitive, like, what got you to make that decision?
Yeah, to be able to be at a place to protect my energy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was really hard because it's when you get to the place where you acknowledge that you have abilities to be able to help people. And I think that we all know, we doubt ourselves,
yeah,
right? So when you come to the place of being able to be confident is when you're fully accepting who you are. That's
love
not
that.
ego.
Love
It's
that.
you can't share what you have if you don't accept it. And that's being able to get that toxicity out and look at yourself as who you truly are. And it's like that was really hard for me. I think it took to I had to strip away everything. Like I got to some really low lows, some rock bottoms, to be able to realize, yeah, that's not what I want. If we stay asleep for forever, we will hit that ground
Yeah,
eventually. And I hit
yeah,
that ground a few times.
yeah.
Um, Spreading your wings is a choice, and it's a choice that is rewarding. It is hard sometimes to remind yourself that you have wings to open up.
Absolutely.
I think we forget
Yeah.
sometimes, but there's no shame in being a human being and having ourselves be filled with toxicity,
Yeah.
because each and every one of us, I think, have allowed that to happen.
100%.
It's let the shame go and just do the work. cleanse yourself just
Love
like you
it.
would when you're dirty rolling around in the mud as a kid. You go, you have a bath, you need a spiritual bath, and there's
Yes.
no shame in that.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like,
Love that. I love
yeah.
that. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Rach. I'm so
Thank
glad you
you.
joined me
Me
today.
too.
I hope that you guys liked this. I know it was a little bit different, but I loved this.
Me
I
too.
wasn't sure how this was going to go because I've never had someone else on the channel before, but I've always felt like Rachael and I are meant to do something together. I think one day we're going to have a channel together. You know, I feel it. I felt it after this reading. We are meant to do this together. And I'm really going to try to convince Rachael to come over more consistently so we can film readings like this together. If you guys liked this, if you loved the way we did this, if you loved having Rachael on the show today, please let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, share. I'm so grateful for all of you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And for whoever this is meant for, stay strong. You're not alone. You are moving in a healthy direction, and we have total faith in you. We love you guys. Bye. Mwah.